Good morning, everybody. It is Brian and Grace coming to you live from where are we, Grace?
Animal Kingdom.
We have finally made it back to a Disney World park, and we have started off with Animal Kingdom. We are so excited. The last time we were here, we rode a couple rides, and then Grace really didn't feel very good, so we had to leave. And that was before the pandemic. But now we are back, and we are ready to ride some Animal Kingdom rides. We are so excited to be back in Disney, and let's go enjoy the day. Grace, where is our first stop in today's adventure?
Pandora.
And what ride will we be doing first?
Na'vi River Journey, because it's only 5 minutes.
Yes!
Let's go!
So Disney does have social distancing markers going through the entire queue, and the ones here in Pandora even start at the beginning of Pandora. On days like Christmas weekend, the lines for these rides can expand throughout like the entire park. So it's nice to see that Disney has placed these pretty much as many places as they possibly can. And one thing Disney has done is placed these plexiglass dividers throughout all their lines.
So we just got off Na'vi River Journey, and something that I observed, unlike Universal, Universal physically puts the hand sanitizer in your hands, whereas in Disney, what did they do, Brian?
Well, they basically just had the hand sanitizer stations out, and you could use them if you wanted to, but
it was not required, which I found interesting. We still used it, obviously, but just a little something different.
And that was great. It was only a 5-minute wait. Typically that ride on like a normal Disney day when there's people in the park is 45 minutes to an hour, and today it was 5 minutes.
Just
so
walk on.
Now we're gonna go try to go ride Flight of Passage.
Looks like it's about 15-minute wait.
Minutes. That's
which
great.
Is not bad, so.
Normally that's like a 2-hour wait, and if you come during a holiday, 4 hours sometimes. So let's go ride Flight of Passage.
Yes.
Flights preparing for orientation.
Great. Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee. The way you're going to do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. They're created by blending human DNA and Na'vi DNA. Once we match you to an avatar, thanks to a special link chair, your mind will be able to control that avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden.
All right, have a great flight, everyone. Back up. All right, travelers, please slide all the way forward. Grab your shins. We're coming up into a straight line.
So that was an amazing ride. Believe it or not, even though we come here to the parks almost every single weekend, we've only rode that ride 3 times in total, because it's usually just a really long line. Both of the times we rode it, I think it was really like pouring outside, so there was nobody here in the park. But honestly, it's a really, really great ride. So
Yep, I enjoyed it.
and what are we gonna do now?
We are gonna go see some animals. Go on a
Yes.
safari.
Safari. So
Let's go.
So the wait for the safari today is a total of 5 minutes.
Summoning species. Glory.
Jumbo everyone, my name is Tyler, going to be taking on your safari. Now before we enter the reserve, please remember to remain fully seated throughout the entire safari with your feet, arms, legs inside at all times. See, while the vehicle is stopped, there is still no standing. However though, they're actually a part of the giraffe family. They're the only living relatives of the giraffe. They're also very reclusive animals. So reclusive, they were on the hill on our left. See the black rhinoceros. Able to weigh up to around 3,000 pounds. They can charge up to 35 miles per hour. They have a triangular prehensile upper lip, which helps them scoop up their food. Or we're going to be able to see another one laying down over there on our left against the ledge. We're very, very lucky to see black rhinos. Right now there is only less than 5,000 left in the world due to their only predator, man. Punctured full of those horns, which are made out of keratin, the same material as our fingernails. £5,500 and can charge up to 20 miles per hour. Despite having those large jaws and big sharp teeth, they are vegetarians. They just have to be very, very territorial. You can actually open up their mouth to almost 180-degree angle. Now also on our left, you can see the pod of pink-backed pelicans. They get their name from the pink colorization they get during mating season. You can also have a 9-foot wingspan and weigh up to around 15 pounds. Now going back to the Nile hippos. Nile hippos can stay underwater for up to 8 minutes at a time, coming up for only a short amount of time for air, even while they're asleep. Going to be on our left, we're going to be able to see Nile crocodiles, one of the longer animals here in reserve, and around 20 feet long, pretty much as tall as a giraffe is. And they can stay underwater for up to 2 hours at a time. Now sometimes you see them with their mouth wide open. That's a way of laying out hot air. So they lower their high temperature on those hot men, especially since the animals make it that way. Animals here make up a very important part of the ecosystem. The giraffes will eat the leaves on the trees, keeping them nice and trim. Elephants will knock down trees, making more room for animals to wander more freely. And the antelopes will eat the grass, keeping it nice and low, except for the tall patches of grass. Antelopes will leave that alone on purpose. It gives them a place to hide from predators. Whenever they take their coating, every parent is unique to each one, just like our very own fingerprints. So they recognize each other. They are cute and adorable, and they are also the most successful predators in Africa. More successful than lions, cheetahs, or hyenas, hunting in packs and chasing animals as hard as concrete. Larger animals, such as a giraffe, will use them as a place to scratch an itch. But once they are worn down, smaller animals, such as the antelopes, will use them as a look. We're going to be able to get a great view in just one moment on our left. Once you get a closer view, you might be able to see the extra flap underneath the neck there. That's called a dewlap. They have blood vessels in there which help keep themselves cool. Also on our right, you can see the springboks. They got their name from their ability to spring 6 feet in the air repeatedly with an alarm. That is called croaking. They're also the 3rd fastest land animal in the world. They will run up to nubs, that way they won't become vulnerable to predators. On our right, you can see the sable antelopes. They are the emblem for the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They use those 5-foot-long horns to help protect themselves against predators, as well as to spar with fellow antelopes, sometimes fight for a mate. They also have blood vessels in their ears. Whenever they wave those ears, it gets the blood flow, which helps keep them swimming a day. And drink over 40 gallons of water a day as well. They take it in around 5 gallons of water in their trunk, and then release that water right into the mouth. Now they actually have mandibles at the end of their trunk to help them grip their food. Very precise with it as well. In fact, you can pick up any one of these leaves over there with great precision. Now elephants will also usually throw sand, dirt, or mud on their back. They like to use that as sunblock to protect their very sensitive skin from harmful sun rays. Looks like they're trying to show their dominance over there. Like that's some fun. Unfortunately, elephants are losing a lot of land in Africa due to mining for metallics, such as ores, which can be found in our very own electronic devices, such as our cell phones. Well, we can actually help out the elephants by simply recycling those old electronic devices or gas or land back. Every little bit can help make a huge difference for them. Also going to be on our left, you'll see a flamboyance of rare flamingos. They are the lightest pink of the flamingos. They don't start off pink though, they actually start off gray. As you can be able to tell by some of the babies over there in the water. Now they won't turn fully pink until they are a year and a half old. And they'll get that pink colorization through their daily diet of brine shrimp. They're also the largest of the flamingos. They can reach up to around 5 feet 10 and even weigh as much as 9 pounds. You can see some more man-sized giraffes over there on our right. Though they are considered to be gentle giants, they will show their dominance once in a while by standing next to each other and swinging their head at each other's body. That is called necking. You can tell how much necking a giraffe has done throughout their lifetime by how bold they are in their ossicones. Now going back to the greater flamingos here, sometimes you'll see flamingos standing on just one leg. A lot of people wonder why they do that. Very sensitive sense of smell, and using both of those senses as a form of radar. You can also see the water buck over there on our left. They spend most of their time around watering holes, drinking plenty of water. Hence their name. They actually don't like to migrate too much because they like to be the fastest land animal in the world. Able to run up to around 70 miles per hour. Only for a few hundred yards, so that way they won't overheat themselves. Take around 20 minutes to get back to normal after running at high speed. These are non-retractable claws, help to grip the earth view of potential prey out here in Savannah, kind of like Pride Rock from the Lion King. Speaking about lions, lions are one of the larger predators in Africa. They will weigh up to around 500 pounds and can eat over 40 pounds in just one meal. Oh, you can see the male lion over there on our left. The male lion's mane will get darker the more mature he becomes. Lions do have a very impressive roar. They can be heard from 6 miles away to let other lions know where they are. As you can tell right there, lions really like their cat naps. They are usually inactive 16 to 20 hours of the day, usually hunting at night due to excellent night vision. Their night vision is 6 times better than the average man. Over there on the right, you see the banta bugs. Very, very lucky to see them. For a while, they were thought to be completely extinct due to poaching of those beautiful coats. But luckily, the males will usually stay home and protect the territory and the pride. Female lions will hunt collectively with each other and bring food back home to the prize to everyone can. In the front house, helping dig into the earth. They are very intelligent animals. Whenever they go into those burrows, they'll back right in there. So that way they can use those razor sharp tusks for laying down. They can go up to a whole 9 months without drinking any water due to their ability to have a high body temperature. In fact, they can reach up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit without breaking the sweat. For a while, they were extinct in a while due to poaching of those.
Grace, how was that safari tour?
It was very good. Got to see a lot of animals.
Yeah, we saw pretty much all the animals, so it was a wonderful trip. Now we're gonna do the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, and hopefully we will see some gorillas. So if you look closely, you can see the giant hippo sleeping underwater.
Steps moving forward and seeing backtrack. So
And off in the distance from the meerkats, we have some zebras. So over here we have some gorillas, and they actually have this area socially distanced and have you stand on these markers. So when they're done, we'll be able to get up close. And there's actually a baby gorilla over there.
Go around and just find one to let them get. Then once they put it in, then they usually warm themselves out enough that they'll want to sleep.
Yep.
She tries to go away and take the iron. The mellow as he is right now. booked this one. But his usual playmate is the other fellow that's around City, and he's preoccupied with his little sister.
So right behind this rock, you can see the big gorilla who's just hanging out.
And now we're off to Dino Land to go ride Dinosaur. Alrighty, we have made it to Dinosaur, and it looks like it's only a 5-minute wait. So we are just gonna be walking right on.
Now, let's go get that dino. Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Forget it! Get them out now! And guess who made it back with you? I better find him before security does. Thanks for everything!
Oh my god!
So that ride was a 0-minute wait, so we're going to ride it again. Now, the one interesting thing about this ride is that normally there's a big pre-show to explain what the ride is actually about. And with social distancing, they're not actually doing that pre-show. So, if you're gonna ride Dinosaur and you've never done it before, basically you are looking for a dinosaur to bring back, and you are time traveling to do so. And that was what the whole ride was. When they got rid of the pre-show, the ride's kind of weird because you don't know quite what's happening. It's just a bunch of dinosaurs and it's dark, but it's still a fun ride. So let's go ride it again because it's still only a 5-minute wait. So this is the pre-show room, which they have markings all over the place, and they are actually running it. Earlier when we came through, it wasn't running. So I guess you can still watch it, but they're not making you wait in this room before going on to the ride.
Here we go!
So Dinosaur was fantastic, and actually right as we were ending our second ride, they said, do you want to ride again? Because there was nobody there. So we actually rode Dinosaur 3 times, and all we had to do was stand up and sit back down to reset it. And now we're gonna go ride Triceratops Spin, but we're actually here in front of Primeval Whirl, because announced this week, Disney said that they would be closing this ride. Now, out of all the times we've come to this park, this ride has only been open once, and it was during Christmas, and Grace wasn't even here. So I rode it, she hasn't, and I don't think she can now ever get to ride Primeval Whirl. Hopefully they put something cool here. I heard they might try to turn this whole area into Zootopia Land, which would be really cool, because right now it's just the Triceratops Spin and a ride that's getting closed forever. So it's a little sad that it's gone, but it honestly wasn't that good of a ride. But now let's go ride Triceratops Spin.
Spinners, it's Chester here.
So I didn't vlog it, but we're here at the Nomad Lounge. And Grace, what drink did you get today?
I got a new one. I got the Hightower Rocks, but instead of tequila, I got vodka, and it was delicious.
Yes, and we got some waters, and they actually have boats that have been going by with characters on it. So this has been a fun little lounge area, and now we're gonna go get lunch. So for lunch today, we went to the Flame Tree Barbecue, and Grace got a barbecue salad, and I got the mac and cheese with pulled pork and 2 waters. And we're eating down here by the water with Everest off in the background. Hey Grace, these monkeys right here, they are in full swing.
Full swing, you say?
Yeah, just like the Jurassic Park construction. He's
Nice view of the booty.
Yep. So to give you guys a look at wait times right now, Flight of Passage is 10 minutes. Everest, which just opened, has already jumped up to a 40-minute wait because it hasn't been open all day, so everybody rushed there. The Safari is only 10 minutes, And Dinosaur is closed right now, but it's been open pretty much all day. So very low wait times throughout this entire park. To see only 10 minutes just goes to show you how empty it is. And everybody pretty much rushed over here. So I'm sure right now if we wanted to, Flight of Passage is a 10-minute wait. And I think the boat ride is just 20 minutes because there's like the boats that have limited people, and so it's not really that long of a wait. It's just that they have to fit everybody on in a certain method. But really low waits today across the park.
Maintain physical distancing.
So Grace and I are now headed to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is actually another thing we haven't done here in this park, which is crazy because we come every single weekend. We haven't been to this park every weekend, but you'd think after almost a year at this point of doing this, we would have done a lot of these things, but usually they're just really, really busy. So because the parks are so empty, we've been able to do a lot of things that we've never gotten the opportunity to do so. This is a blue beetle. Scorpion. A tarantula. So that was a fun little adventure to Rafiki's Planet Watch, and now we're gonna do the safari because it's a 10-minute wait, so might as well see some more animals. And I believe that after it rains, a lot more of the animals come out, so should be a lot of fun.
Horns leaving west, and 5,000 of them left in the world. Some cultures believe that horn to have a medicinal value, but it's made of keratin. The feet in length, almost as long as a giraffe is tall. And while their diet consists primarily of fish, they have been known to eat larger prey like wildebeest and zebra on occasion. A group of them all together is known as a dazzle, which is easy to remember. They have that beautiful coat, great migration. You're going to find a lot of stripes down their coat, but those aren't actually stripes, those are sweat lines. So they keep cool the same way that we do. And they're known by locals as NU. That's from the noise they make. That's G-N-U with a silent G. Many giraffe awaiting us just past them. And a group of them all together is known as a tower. So you can usually remember that by the fact that they're anywhere in between 18 and 20 feet when fully grown. But at birth, they're already 6 feet, so they start out pretty tall to begin with. Within an hour of being born, there's a primitive form of sunscreen for them. It's a lot dirtier than our methods, but it certainly gets the job done. They just have to roll around and coat themselves nice and evenly. They weigh anywhere in between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds, but are primarily daytime hunters, and unlike the cats you may have at home, they do not have retractable claws. Their claws are out 100% of the time. They're always ready for a prey that could make its way across their face. When the temperature gets a little bit cooler, they do like to come out and nap in their favorite rock and grassy area.
That's hot.
Not quite. It's a good attempt. They have very wide mouths. Somebody just mispronounced it as white rhino. The name just kind of caught on, and well, here we are today.
Flight of Passage is a 15-minute wait. As you can see, the lines today are really, really long. Well everyone, that is going to do it for our day here at Animal Kingdom, but we are not ending the vlog here because we are going somewhere very special after this on Disney property. But in terms of the park, it is over. Today was a wonderful day, and
feels very good to be back in Disney after many months. So
yes,
can't wait for next week. Where are we going?
We're going to Magic Kingdom next week.
Yay!
Very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the brand new McDonald's on the Disney property. This thing opened a few weeks ago, and it's one of the greenest McDonald's in the world, covered in solar panels and this giant green wall here. Looks like a very eco-friendly McDonald's. Grace, check out the, nope, they got foot poles.
Yeah, but Brian,
It's closed. I guess we're not eating in the dining room. It's drive-through only.
Foot poles? What
You
is
can
that?
step and pull. So the dining room is currently closed, so we're gonna have to go through drive-through, but looks very nice on the inside, and it's right near the All-Star Resort over there, so if you're staying there, you can just come over here and get some quick food. Well, everyone, that is going to do it here from the brand new McDonald's. Unfortunately, we can't go inside, otherwise it would have been really nice to see a cool, fancy, green McDonald's. But otherwise, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed our trip here at the Animal Kingdom. Grace, where are we going next week?
Magic Kingdom.
Yes, so we will catch you guys then for a fun adventure in that park. Bye.